In this video, we're going to be continuing to look at place value, but now comparing different numbers, so identifying which are larger and which are smaller. So in this first example, it says, a city monitored how many cars went through a certain intersection in the past 4 days. So we see cars at the intersection is the title of our table. On the day, the number of cars. On which day did the most cars go through the intersection? So it's asking us to look at these numbers and compare them and identify which one is the largest. So which day of the week had the most and the highest number of cars at the intersection. So they're already lined up for us here, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how I would do this question if they weren't lined up so nicely. So I've written all the numbers in very neat columns right underneath each other. Be careful if you do this sloppy and your 9s over here, it's going to give you the wrong answer. So you have to make sure your 1s are lined up, your 10s are lined up, your 100s, and your 1000s. Then we're trying to find the highest number, the greatest number. So when I'm comparing, I'm going to start by looking in the thousands. These are all 9,000, so thus far, they're all the same. Then I'm moving into the hundreds. Actually, I could stop my question here because I have this one 700, 600, 700, 900. At our age, we know that 900 is obviously bigger than 700, 600, and 700. Even if the 10s, maybe, this is a 6, that's a 7, that doesn't matter because 965 is bigger than 675. We weren't able to figure it out in the thousands because those were all the same digit, but in the hundreds, we now know that this one, let's circle it, is our biggest, highest number of cars at the intersection. So therefore, it's the Friday one. Friday, let me write on there. Friday is the day with the highest number of cars at that intersection. This next example says, select all the true sentences. So is this number bigger than that number? Is this number equal to that number? Is this number equal to that number? Is this number bigger than that number? So although we're keeping in mind our place value chart, we don't really need to use it. What's important is when I write these two numbers above and below each other, that I line up the numbers carefully. So I'll get that going, you can see it. So I've written the two numbers in this first sentence, 1,917,334 and 1,893,137. I've lined it up so the 1s are in line, the 10s, the 100s, the 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s, and the 1 millions. So if I'm going to compare them, the easiest way to compare the size is to start on the left. So these both have 1 million, so that doesn't help us. But boom, we've already solved our question here. 1,900,000, no matter what comes next, is bigger than 1,800,000 and something. So this one is automatically the larger number. And if we look back at what it asked over here, it says that 1,917,000 is bigger than 17,334 is bigger than 1,893,137. Yes, we have established that, so that one is correct. This next question is a bit funny. It's asking us if 1,383,973 is equal to 1,383,973. So if they are equal, they must be exactly the same digit in every place value. It's a nice way of really emphasizing that point of the value of the different place values and where the numbers fall. So yes, we could start from either side to do this one. There's 3 in the 1s, 7 in the 10s, 70, 9 in the 100s, 900, 3 in the 1,000s, 3,000, 8 in the 10,000s, 80,000, 3 in the 100,000s, 300,000, and 1 in the millions. So yes, those are equal. They are the same number. A similar question here is 1,335,879 equal to 1,313,397. I hope you don't even have to write this one out, but I've just done so to really drive home the point. If they're equal, they must be exactly the same digit in that same place value position. Obviously, they are not. So they are not equal. 9 is not the same as 7, for example. So this one is not true. And this last one they're asking is 3,973,183 bigger than 1,398,733. So because we're comparing the size, I'm going to go ahead and start on the left side, looking at the number of millions. And really, again, this should be quite obvious, I'm hoping. It's saying, is 3 million and a whole bunch of other numbers bigger than 1 million and a whole bunch of other numbers? I'm pretty sure you'd be more excited if you won $3 million than if you won $1 million. I think we're all aware that yes, 3 million is bigger than 1 million, so that last one is correct. This last example we're going to look at in this video says, select all of the digits that make this sentence true. Again, I think this is actually quite a straightforward question, even though it looks a bit scary. 8 and a missing digit, blah, 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 is equal to 890,827. So if we're saying equals to, again, it has to have exactly the same digit in that same place value position. So obviously these ones have stayed the same. So I've gone ahead and written the number out 4 times, but really you shouldn't need to do that. The only one that's going to work is if we have the 9 in the 10,000 position. So yes, in that missing position, we need the 9. So the only one that is equal is this guy right here. Okay, good luck with this section.